AskReddit by that's embark to you. What band singer had the biggest influence on your taste in music? Mike motherfucking Patton. Deleted. They might be giants. It's led me down a path of liking oddball stuff that never gets super popular but is musically interesting. Gonna let my freak flag fly. Metallica Master of Puppets. Was a rap hip-hop, breakdancing loving fan until a classmate handed me that cassette. I became a lifelong metalhead overnight. I cannot overstate the influence that single album had on me and my life going forward. I still remember exactly where I was the first time I heard those first 4 notes of that title track. I hadn't ever heard anything with that much power in my life. Bought the album and literally stayed up late memorizing every word of Battery on repeat until I knew it flawlessly. Disposable Heroes might be the greatest metal song ever written. Before that I was listening to more 90s punk and alternative rock. Offspring, Pre-American Idiot, Green Day, Third Eye Blind, some rap, Eminem, Dre, Snoop, Outkast, all still great, but Metallica opened up the floodgates. Saw them live in 2012. Pink Floyd. Depeche Mode. All comes down to them, and I like all kinds of music. Seeing them live was one of the best things I've experienced. Devo. To this day I love things that are kind of weird and push the envelope. They ain't half bad. Maynard James Keenan, Tool. Les Claypool. Wayne Static X. Maynard from Tool. Trent Reznor. Probably Queen. Grew up with them and the house vibe my parents. Made me move into rock, then metal. The rock to metal pipeline is the realest thing. Lane Staley, Alice in Chains. I'm so glad to grow up in one of the greatest times in music. This is my answer, as well. The Beatles. Same here. 25 years ago I learned how to play guitar specifically because I heard Here Comes the Sun and got inspired to play it myself. To this day I still play more old Beatles tunes than anything else. I suppose I should branch out a bit more, but on the other hand, nah. Curved Tony Halliday and Mazzy Star, Hopes and Oval. I never recovered and now chase down dreamy sultry music sung by dreamy sultry voices. I saw Curve in concert one time in Detroit. It was a great show. My first 2 albums on cassette were Ducky by Green Day and Totally Crossed Out by Criss Cross. It's defined my tastes to this day pretty well. I listen to little of everything, but hip hop and pop punk are certainly at my core. Ann Wilson, Bruce Dickinson. Led Zeppelin. Metallica. Velvet Underground, Television, The Stooges, Talking Heads, Bowie, Pavement, The Cramps, Pay You Boo. Which, of these 8, was most influential? Probably Nirvana. I was incredibly young when Kurt died, but that just meant that I was raised in an environment that was absolutely awash with peak Nirvana. It's given me a huge love of kind of dynamic post-punk that as I got older blossomed into a general love of music that takes standard genres and tweaks them up. Pixies were clearly a heavy influence on that entire type of music, and from Nirvana I ended up working backwards to Pixies, and from there it's just a bloom of beautiful alternative music. My local scene is awash with some thrashy post-punk bands right now and I'm in live music heaven. Radiohead. Brian Eno. Jerry Reed's Amos Moses, tied together with Wendy Walter Carlos switched on Bark, laid my musical foundation. These rule, but I gotta admit I'm kinda fascinated to know where this leads a person. Not sure a ton of stuff sounds quite like Jerry Reed. I was in high school when pop punk became huge. Dude Ranch by Blink 182 got me through a lot of hard times and completely formed my taste in music going forward. though my first ever album was the TV album by Weird Al Yankovic. Minor Threat. It is mind-boggling how they made simple music that is so compelling and never gets old. Jimi Hendrix. Not only because of his music, but he invented a lot of sounds found in rock and other genres today.